Hi, thanks for visiting. I'm setting up this channel as a way to share my stories and my experiences as a Jehovah's Witness, and more really is more of a ex Jehovah's Witness and a recovering Jehovah's Witness, I guess. Um, anyways, my experience started when I was born into it. Uh, I'm a third generation Jehovah's Witness, that meaning that my grandparents, actually my great grandma, she was also Jehovah's Witness. My grandparents, they were and are, I guess. My grandma's still alive, and and then and then my parents, of course. So, anyways, third generation, very strong group of people who believed, and so much so that my grandparents were actually special pioneers their entire life, which is my entire life. Um, and then my parents were also and are still special pioneers, um, also elders, and my grandpa, and my dad, both elders. Um, yeah, so really strong Jehovah's Witness family. I also used to pioneer at times. Hated that. um, But I did, and door to door work for sure. You have to. It's one of those requirements, basically. You have to as a Jehovah's Witness. Anyways, how I left it was I didn't actually expect to leave. I wasn't planning to, but then found out my husband was cheating on me. I was married for 17 years, and I found out he was cheating on me, and that affair was actually 2 years long. So it was one of these things that you can't get past. I couldn't get past. So um, I had to get out of it. And when I left, I had this whole congregation of my family, my friends, more of my friends that lived in that congregation at that time, who all of a sudden I had this vanishing act of my friends. And I'm like, when the hell? Like, I'm so friggin' stressed out because of my divorce, and my job was really stressful at the time, and just, the heaviness around it all, and trying to explain to people without explaining, because I didn't want to tell everyone about my husband's affair, because I didn't want those two people, him and the woman, getting disfellowshipped, because I didn't think it was necessary for them to go through that, because we're all hurting at that time. So anyways, that was my decision to just say, hey, you know what, let's not tell everybody about it, because we're in a small town and it's ridiculous to have this go through everything. Because there's a lot of gossip, around things, and it was embarrassing to me to be divorcing, to be leaving a 17-year marriage, because um, I thought this is forever, like until we go to paradise. anyways, so what happened? Yeah, so during that time, of course, to get divorced, I quit my job. I moved. I moved a few times, quite a few times actually, across the country. Um, Went through quite a few depressions. Still struggle with that actually sometimes, and I'll probably talk about that in another post. I ended up quitting the religion, just backed far enough away to actually have some space to really discover my own set of beliefs. Like, it was amazing, and it still is amazing. And I'll probably talk about that too. And during that time, I lost all my friends, my community, my tribe. So it was actually really a difficult time, and it still continues to have difficulties around it, because I am a baptized Jehovah's Witness. I was baptized when I was 13. Um, I'm not disfellowshipped. I was disfellowshipped a long time ago, but I'm not anymore. Um, I'll talk about that in another post as well. So, anyways, lots of stories. But you know what? It's not an easy road. It is not easy to break out of a religion that is so strong and practically a cult. I still wrap my head around that, whether I should call it a cult or not. I don't know. I'm open to that word and seeing how that makes sense or not. Anyways, as there's not a lot of support when you leave a religion like that, and your life is forever changed. Like your community's changed, your family and your friends, who are all from that religion, they don't support you. They are worried about is that you're dying, basically. So, because you're not going to get into the new system of things, and it's really sad, and it's really an awful thing to go through. So, my hope, I guess, in starting this channel and sharing all this stuff, is even to let others know, like, that if you're going through this, you can do it. And if some of my experiences help others to kind of break free of it, or even just kind of think about things differently, or just say, hey, oh my gosh, have some support, then great. I'm happy about that. And there's one quote that I just love about this is that, helping one person might not change the world, but it might change the world for that one person. So, and that's really the whole thing about this, is not to become, I'm not a bitter person. I've done a lot of work on myself and my belief systems, I suppose, of what, of how I've moved on from it. And I, I don't have regrets, and I don't feel bitter about it. So I'm not an angry XJW, and I'm not here to jump on anyone's bandwagon about how they're so horrible, because there's a lot of good there, and I think there's a lot of good in most religions. And so yeah. Anyways, I'm just here to share my story, and so if you're interested to hear more about my stories, or just kind of subscribe, I guess, and leave comments. I'm happy to read, and hopefully they're not angry or bitter or anything, because really I just believe in um, being open to how other people think and believe. I don't believe in God anymore, and that's a whole other post and topic. But yeah, so anyways, and I'm not here to change your beliefs. So if you are a Jehovah's Witness who is actually thinking about, like, ooh, you're questioning some things, I'm not here to change your mind on anything, but here to just kind of say, hey, I've been there, and I hope that can give you some support. And if you want to leave a comment or message me, I'm happy to discuss. So anyway, stay tuned, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you again. Thanks.